Hey, how's it going everyone? My name is Morgan and welcome to today's video. Today is my first of many videos in this fashion where I'm going to be taking a look at new and old heroes, and mainly the ones that tend to get overlooked, and see if they're worth the investment of resources and can actually be a viable hero in the later portions of the game. This of course is going to be my opinion on the hero, and not everyone is going to agree with that. That is totally fine, but in the end it's about taking a look at every hero and seeing what they have to offer. I'll be starting this off with Brawler Luna, who is a hero I've really been enjoying quite a bit as of late, and I wanted to focus on her for this particular video, so let's go ahead and get started. Brawler Luna is a melee-focused ninja, primarily using swords and stunning miss monsters with her crescent kick. The Brawler subclass requires a bit more setup to utilize her skill set at its maximum potential, but if done correctly, she is one of the top damage-dealing ninjas in the game, with an incredibly fun playstyle to go along with it. I'll start by going over her abilities and their buffing perks, her secondary perks worth mentioning, and then my support and tactical loadout for this hero. So her main ability is Crescent Kick, and once you have her leveled up to the proper level, she will have a low cooldown of 6 seconds on this ability. Crescent Kick will stun your target for 3 seconds and deal impact damage along with its base damage, but this doesn't apply to every single enemy on its first hit. Things like blasters, huskies, and your standard husk will almost always be stunned on the first hit, but smashers may take a few more. Sometimes I get them in 2, sometimes it takes 3. You might even get lucky and stun them on the first kick, but it is not going to apply on the first kick every single time. Brawler Luna's Crescent Kick is modified by 2 perks. The first is Hot Foot, which converts the damage done by Crescent Kick to energy and increases base damage by 100%, and the second is Kicking and Screaming, which applies vulnerability to the affected enemies, increasing damage from all sources by 40% for 4 seconds. The ideal use of this is to get in on either a singular miss monster or a group of husks, use Crescent Kick to debuff and stun, and then cut them down with a sword and get out before you can take damage. Her second ability is Dragon Slash, which isn't really super useful on Brawler and should be used sparingly because you want to be saving your energy for Crescent Kick and her third ability, but it is capable of clearing husks grouped together. If you want a Dragon Slash focused hero, Dragon Scorch is the way to go with this ability, but Dragon Slash will cause the ninja to spring forward 2 tiles, dealing edged weapon damage to all enemies within 0.5 tiles. Her final ability is Smoke Bomb. The ninja throws down a smoke bomb, creating a cloud that persists for 6 seconds. The cloud slows all enemies inside by 30%, dealing damage every second. This is really useful for when the husks group up on you. Toss down a smoke to start dealing damage over time and slow them, and that gives you a chance to get away. These are the 3 main abilities, but she has a few other perks worth noting that buff her damage and weapon capabilities. She also has some perks that are focused on decreasing the cooldown and energy cost of her Crescent Kick. I decided not to include those because you'll get those as you level, but we're going to talk about the other important perks. 5 Winds Cut increases damage of swords, axes, and scythes by 24%. Assassination, dealing sword damage, grants 1 stack of Assassination, increasing damage dealt by swords by 5%. This lasts for 5 seconds and stacks up to 5 times. And then finally we have Pain Mastery, which buffs Assassination. Pain Mastery makes Assassination stacks now grant a 3% bonus per stack to critical hits with edged melee weapons. Now, Brawler Luna is going to excel and utilize her full kit if she's using crit-focused sword builds, so this should be your main weapon you're working on. I'm currently running a Husk Cleaver with crit damage in the first perk slot, Life Leech, energy damage, crit rating, damage to afflicted, and causes affliction. With her being a crit-focused ninja, my support and tactical bonuses also cater to this particular playstyle. For support, I'm using a Harvester Ninja with the Anatomy Lessons perk. This increases crit rating with swords, scythes, and axes by 18%, and if you're not going for a crit build, Swordmaster Ken is another excellent alternative hero, giving you additional base damage to your swords, axes, and scythes. Both are great options, and it's down to your preference. For tactical, I'm using Deadly Blade Crash for her Corrosion perk, which is where critical hits from melee weapons deal 15% of hit damage every second for 3 seconds, while reducing movement speed by 30%. This of course is going to go well with a higher crit rating and crit damage build on your weapon, but if you guys don't want that, Mega Base Kyle is another great alternative for tactical, which allows you to replenish your shields to max with a smoke bomb. The tactical is a little flexible, but depends on the build you're going for, but my top choices are Mega Base and Deadly Blade. If you guys have other alternatives for your tactical slot, let me know down in the comment section below, but overall, Brawler is a top tier melee hero, one of the best damage dealers healers for their class. Melee playstyle isn't for everyone, I totally understand that. I didn't enjoy it at first, but Brawler does it and she does it well. If you've been wanting a melee focused ninja to try out, start with Brawler Luna and see if it's for you. She's a hero that can be obtained at any point through llamas, collection book research, or from the weekly store when she is available, so there is no rush to get her as she is not an event exclusive. Before Brawler, Harvester was my favorite ninja to play, but the playstyle Harvester offers is slow and really just gets boring after a while. Brawler lets you get in the fray, stun massive groups, or shut down a mist monster with a high impact crescent kick, and then tear them down with swords before they have a chance to recover. She's for sure a viable hero in late twine and worth investing your resources into and leveling a specific weapon to use just by her. This is my first of many, slightly more in-depth hero reviews that I plan on doing, so if you guys have a particular hero you want me to do next, let me know in the comments section below. With all that being said, that brings me to the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please do hit that like button. It really does help me out a lot. I appreciate all the support you guys show. And if you wish to support me further as a creator, you can use my support a creator code in-game, which is SPLITMRG. And if you guys are interested, you're also able to become a channel member for $4.99 US a month. This gets you loyalty badges in my comments and my streams based on the length of your subscription, and also a few bonus perks such as being the first in line to play with me on stream. If you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button for more Fortnite content and other games here on the channel. Once again, my name is Morgan, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.